Okay, now I'm gonna make chicken involtini. The American Italians call it rollatini, which is the wrong term for it's involtini in Italian. Now, I already flattened out the chicken, okay, chicken breast, and what I'm going to do is I'm first going to add some salt. Okay, add some, we do the seasoning, some fresh pepper, fresh pepper. Now I put sage in mine. Now you can put different ingredients in an involtini. I'm doing it with mozzarella cheese and that's it for mine. Now there's other recipes for doing this, but this is how I'm doing mine. Now I hold it up high when I sprinkle so it disperses around the chicken. So we do this. Sage is very strong, so you don't need much. Now what I do is the mozzarella cheese. And then what I do is I roll it. Now I'm going to show you how to cut it the way I did. Now, roll it, and then what I do is I take toothpicks. And over on the side, you put it in, put some toothpicks in to hold it together. And that's it. And then, like I said, we do the same over here. We already did this, the salt, pepper, sage, and grab some mozzarella. Now you can use other types of cheeses. Now usually I like Fontana cheese, but this is what I have to work with. You don't want an overpowering cheese. So you roll like that, grab some toothpicks to hold it together. You just grab a few. So let me show you how to cut the chicken breast. I'll grab a thick one. Yeah. Now, what I do is I start at the top and I cut. Now you don't cut all the way through. What you do is you cut so it's almost through. And then at this side you cut going back. Okay. So we cut going back. And then what we do is we take the meat tenderizer and we pound it. So you pound it flat. And then you take this side, excuse me, that's pointed, and then you turn it over to the flat side. So that's what I do. Now if you gotta get one of these meat tenderizers, make sure you get one with some weight in it. Okay? Don't get one that is very lightweight. So that's that. And like I said, we take some salt. Take some salt, we take some pepper. Like I said, hold it up high so it disperses. If you hold it low, you gotta get clumps of pepper and salt. Okay? And the same thing with the sage. And that's it for that. And like I said, you take some Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese. Now you can mix in some mozzarella cheese and Parmesan cheese to give it a different flavor. But if you gotta use Parmesan cheese, be aware it's salty, so cut back on the salt that you gotta put in. So we cut it here. And we put in the toothpicks to hold it together. And more cheese. And we put in here, yeah, and here. Now I'll be doing the other one just separately. I don't have to show you. I already showed you how to do it. Anyway, I'll show you how to cook it after I'm ready. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to cook the chicken Involtini, which is the Pollo, the Involtini di Pollo. That's how you say it in Italian. So, we put some oil in. Now we put about, I would say about 2 tablespoons of oil. Oy vey. Anyway, I'll rinse this off. So, anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to put in the Involtini. Okay, so it's cooking. And what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over, and you guys see it's starting to cook. And what we want is to cook it to a golden brown, and the cheese inside is going to melt. So we flip it over, and that's what we do. Now, I'm going to cook this some more, and we'll come back when it's almost ready. Okay, so here we are, we're cooking it. It's almost halfway done. You can tell it's browning, and the cheese is melting inside. And what we do is we flip it as we go along. Now, I have this not on high heat, but on medium-high heat, so you can tell. It almost looks like a sausage, you know, when it's cooking, but this is how it is. And it's almost finished. A couple more minutes, and it will be completed. And then what we'll do is we'll plate it, and we're going to use the marinara sauce as a base and have it with the marinara sauce. Okay, now it's finished, and what we have to do is pull out the toothpicks because we don't want to eat those, and it's very hot, so use a tissue to help you pull out the and that's on a toothpick. Okay, so we pile it up. I already did a few of them because I didn't want to bore anyone with the pulling them out. And we pull out the toothpicks. Okay. Let me see. We got the, oh, I think there's one more. Yep. And believe me, it's very hot. So use your napkin, pull it out, and let's see.
Look at the cheese.
Oh, the cheese is all melted. That's what I like it all melted. And we pull out the toothpicks. Okay. And that's it. So, after we pull it out, what we have to do is, now, I like to get a zoom in on this.
It's already.
We cut it open, and you can see that it's done perfect inside. So you cut it and cut it, and that's how it is. And we can do another one. And it's very tender. And that's it. Anyway, thank you very much. And I'll show you how we're going to plate it. Alright? Thank you. Okay, now we're ready to plate it. I'm using a 2-quart bowl, Corningware, and I'm going to put some marinara sauce in the bottom. So we put it in the bottom. It's all in the bottom, as you can see. Now, I had cut up the rollatini, and what we're going to do is pour that over the top, okay? And then we're going to pour some marinara sauce over that. And one more, and that should do it. Okay, so that's it, and very easy to do. I hope that you try the recipe, and if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments, and I will answer you. But a very simple recipe, very delicious, and I've been doing this. My wife likes it, my son likes it, so that's it.